Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, I'm talking about you all, this literally does not work. And let me say, shout out because Robert Apakian is the latest one to make a donation, and we've got your brick ordered. There was another one that was done on Friday. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but I tell you, I love the brick walkway here. This is incredible to have this and to have all of you guys and things that are being part of it. And we're learning actually a whole lot more about the history about this house. In fact, I'm going to be going to the library and talk to my buddy Kevin about William Brown to try and find out if we can find out his service in the War of 1812. And he's the guy who built this place. Be that as it may, you know, I mix life with Cowboys. Got finished doing the Dan Saleo show, Philly 500, man. Damn. He just went off, man. I don't know. For a guy who's got a team that's 12-2, I don't understand what he's got to be upset with and why he's bothering with a peon like a Cowboy fan. But damn, he just went ballistic on me. You know, you don't expect your son to go off on you like that. But damn, that shit was ugly. Anyway, we got a TikTok or a Instagram yesterday from Overshown, who was in Culver City in California, and he was letting us know yesterday that he was having his surgery today. He had the surgery on the knee, which is a complete reconstruction, and they said the surgery went well, and there is hope. There is hope that he could be playing by the middle of the season or towards the end of the season. And the question that I have here is, should he? Should he? Because I gotta say, first of all, here's the problem I have with the Cowboys. The Cowboys always give you the perfect case scenario when it comes to injuries. And quite often, and basically, you get a window. They say it's going to be 4 to 8 weeks. They're going to say, well, they could be back in 3. I don't know why they do this, but they do. They, you know, like Jordan Lewis, for example, this season. Every week it was like, I'm sorry, not Jordan Lewis, Deron Bland. Every week, oh, he's close, he's close. DeMarcus Lawrence. Oh, you know, you remember it was like a month ago, oh, we're opening up the practice window for D-Law. He's getting close. He's getting close. And having you think, okay, we're going to get D-Law back here real soon. I don't believe D-Law will play again this year, and if ever, for the Dallas Cowboys. When you think about Michael Gallup, you know, as they were signing his contract stuff, oh, they were saying, oh, well, you know, he could be ready. He'll be ready to start the season. And I feel like when he did come back, which wasn't to start the season, he was not ready to. And I feel like it stunted his growth of coming back. Because, see, I know what it's like tearing an ACL. I don't know what the recovery is like for a ACL because my ass was one of the first ones having orthoscope surgery, and they just took it out. So for my recovery, it was a couple of weeks of basically getting the strength back in the leg from the inactivity. It wasn't the ACL being reattached to the bones and the ligaments that I had to get used to. What I do know is this: when I first got back out on the field, it was a fear of, is this thing going to blow open again? And if you're Overshown, who has, you know, messed up his knee before and now has had a complete blowout, you're going to have that learning curve. And so when you are a football player, sometimes you have to be saved from yourself. And this is where you say, you know, yeah, you could come back in the middle of the season, but understand by the time the middle of the season gets here, training camp is over. You don't have but 14 padded practices or 11 padded practices. You're not going to have any contact really in the middle of the season. And the thing with the Cowboys is they don't have a good track record with knee injuries. We got the best doctors and things out there, but let's look at the timeline here. Jalen Smith, he had his surgery before he came to the Cowboys, and people said he may never play again. Cowboys said, "Oh, well, we can fix that." His problem after having his catastrophic knee injury was he had nerve damage that caused him to have drop foot and had to wear a brace. He had one really good season, but Jalen Smith, his mind was there and he wanted to be great, but the knee was not there. The foot was not there to be able to get him where he needed to be. You think about Michael Gallup, and I believe that Michael Gallup was nowhere close to being ready, but because we ended up having such a bad wide receiver core and him just getting his contract, that he wanted to get back out on the field to help his teammates. And I believe that it never really healed right, that it wasn't enough time for him to heal. And now we've got Diggs, who tore his ACL, and we had heard rumors that he might not be ready to start the season and things, and he may have started the season before it was really ready, and he had problems throughout. And see, it's one thing to say, "Oh, hey, we're back, man. Okay, we're back on the field." Yeah, that's great. But if you're not really ready to be back out on the field, it hurts the team because you're not 100%. Michael Gallup did not help the team being out there. We were hoping to get Michael Gallup from like his second year. But that guy, it was terrible. It was terrible. Both seasons that he was there. And I think had the Cowboys just been able to say, take half the season or maybe even the whole season, that maybe he would have been much better. You now look at Diggs, and Diggs, having gone out there, he was there beginning of the season, he had some decent games and stuff, but was bothered by his knee the whole season to the point where he's got cartilage damage. Now, we don't know if the cartilage was healed from before, if the strength was completely there, because what happens when you're coming back is when you have an injury, the rest of your body tries to take and make up for it. And we don't know if he started leaning on one side or the other, or if he's thinking about it. If it ended up being that playing in this thing wasn't ready, that he exacerbated a problem, or maybe it wasn't completely healed, there wasn't enough work for the rigors of NFL games. Whatever the case may be, you almost have to look at it right now with Overshown. You understand the talent that he has, and you have lost him now for a season and a half. I don't know that you should rush him back in the middle of the season after having 3 ligaments torn. I think that you might be better suited saying, we got you, buddy. We got your ticket punched for 2026. Just my thoughts there. And I hope that he heals up quick. And, maybe it's like Adrian Peterson, who came back in less than a year when everybody said there's no way in the world, and I think he ran for 2,000 yards. I hope that's the case with Overshown, because I love the kid. I love him. I love his attitude. I love his ability, and it's a damn shame that he tears his ACL. But the Cowboys, they need to be investing heavily in the best orthopedist out there and training staff, hopefully, to figure out what the hell's going on, why we keep having so many injuries. Alrighty, good people. Appreciate you. Peace.